If you're looking for generic business advice, find another video or go on Google. I'm here to share with you my raw experiences as a young entrepreneur in the UK. I launched a successful cleaning company, franchised across 4 different cities and towns. I managed to move abroad while my company was still running in the UK. I've helped dozens of others launch their service-based businesses and see success within the first 2-3 months. The way I like to work is unique. I like to work with speed because I think speed wins in every scenario. So if you don't know me, my name's Zayan, from a working class background, getting it out the mud. What I've experienced recently, which I think a lot of people don't see, is how much money you can actually make as an entrepreneur within the first year or 2 years. Just from my cleaning company, I managed to move abroad while it was running in the UK. Freedom is the goal for most people. Imagine your life with double the income you have now. Think about it for a second. Next, it's about working out how you're going to get there. Now you have to be clever for this part. Then it's about putting yourself in the right mind frame, using correct frameworks to make it happen. And that's what I'm here to share with you people, how to make it happen. So I'm actually a professional fighter, and I credit all my business success to the fact that I've been training all my life, exercising immense discipline in times of discomfort, becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable. So you thought about the business you want to start, you briefly thought about a plan and a route you're going to take to make it work. But a prerequisite of all of that is getting your mind right, preparing yourself for what you're about to commit your life to. When I say commit your life, I am not over exaggerating. If you put 90% of your effort and energy into your business, there is no way that it's not going to work. Obviously, I can say the cliche stuff like you never lose if you don't quit, but it's deeper than that. You want to be able to brainwash yourself to manifest the reality that your business is popping off and it is successful. Because the truth is, unless you fully believe in yourself that you're going to pull this off and you're going to hit the figures that you want to hit, you're going to really struggle to get there. I want you all to do this exercise. I want you to write down exactly how much money you want to be making. Then I want you to imagine your life and yourself as a person who makes that amount of money and hits those targets. How are you walking? How are you speaking? How are you presenting yourself? What places are you going to, and who are you associating yourself with? Now, you found this video for a reason, and I'm showing you from this day onwards, act exactly how that person would act. That is the discipline part of it. Like me, as you can tell, I'm not from a rich, white, suburb area type of upbringing. I had to change a lot when I went into the world of business. I didn't step into a tracksuit for a year. I'm wearing trench coats when I'm going out now. I make a point of wearing a watch to certain meetings. I try to pronounce my words better. I try to cut back on the slang. You have to become the person that's going to start making the money before you are that person making the money. I read this book recently. It's by Kobe Bryant's personal trainer. It talks about how the highest performers in the world get the results that they want. And the main teaching I got from that book is you have to be okay with sacrifice. Sacrificing your personal life, sacrificing your social life, sacrificing maybe even your fitness and your health to get the outcome that you desire. Short-term loss for long-term gain is the idea. You want your life to revolve around your business. You don't want your business to revolve around your life. You want to set yourself up in a way your environment is a catalyst to your business progress. For example, I moved a desk into my room. I've got a whiteboard there, I've got a whiteboard here. I make sure I'm reading educational books on a weekly basis to increase my skills. I'm making sure the content that I'm consuming isn't just brain rotting type of thing. I make sure the people that I'm speaking to, I can actually gain information from them. I'm not just sat around talking about girls, cars and football. When I first started my cleaning business, I didn't have money, I didn't have contracts, and I didn't have no results to back me up. I just had grit, a blueprint and a relentless follow-up. And that's why I think I hit 3-4k profit in my 4th month. I was competing with the leading cleaning company in my area within the first 6 months. Over the last year, I've helped 9 people launch their cleaning companies with success. All you got to do is see it to make it happen. There are so many successful entrepreneurs without big brains. What they do have is discipline and grit. If you want it bad enough, anybody can do it. My method for launching cleaning business at this point is not theory, it's battle tested. I first refined the framework when I franchised out myself. I managed to launch in Leicester. I got my first client within 2 weeks. I then repeated again in another city and got my first client within 4 days. That's when I came to terms with the fact I've worked it out. From there, I hired some staff, people who used to help me with my own graphical design, who used to help me with my own marketing, who used to help me with my website development, bookkeeping, accounting, all other ad hoc stuff. I hired them, they now work under me. It gives me time to focus on straight strategy. That's what I excel at, deciphering a good strategy. What I'm doing for people is launching their business from scratch for them. They have access to me and all my resources to bring their vision to life. For example, they want to launch a cleaning company who specializes in Airbnb cleans. I'll sort out the website for them. I'll sort out the marketing material for them. I'll bring up their Facebook engagement. I'll bring up their Instagram engagement. I'll manage their first advert campaign. I will strategize the best outreach strategy for them to attract clients instantly. I build a brand strong enough that it's able to franchise just like my business was. I'm not playing games when I build businesses for people. Their results directly reflect upon my business. And I'm a very results-driven type of person. That's the only reason why I'm a professional fighter. I started off as a hobbyist when I was a child. I started doing championships, then I never lost. Never losing is an incentive to do it forever. So let me share with you some growth tactics I use in my business launch frameworks. So obviously, as a service-based business, your brand is very prominent. First, I ask my clients to really think about their theme and their niche and what type of people they want to be serving. Once you can envision the people you're serving, then and only then can you market to them effectively. Once we define and refine your brand image, we then go talk to the graphical designer who then brings that to life in forms of leaflets, Instagram posts, business cards, logos. And for most people, that physical representation of your business is enough drive to keep on going. So that's number one. Make sure your brand is proper, and make sure, unless you're a graphical designer yourself or have experience, get someone else to do it, because I'm showing you what you make, you might think is good, but it's not good. The next part of the framework I teach is actually a specific thought process. Cleaning company, you need a service you offer, you need staff, and then you need clients. Those are the three pillars you're looking to achieve. Staff is everywhere. I'm looking across the building opposite me, there's a cleaner cleaning the offices. If I really wanted to and I needed a cleaner now, I could just go over there, offer a 0-hour contract, and it's a done deal. Then it comes to clients. If you go on Facebook now and type cleaners in my area, there will be people asking for cleaners probably every day or every 2 days. This shows you that the demand is there. It's just about you getting in front of the right person. Obviously, taking into account your branding is strong and you look certain. Consistently engage on Facebook, then launch a Facebook ad campaign. I took a few courses on adverts before I perfected it, so I wouldn't rush into it and just put all your money into ads. And I'm not talking about boosted posts, by the way. I'm talking about an intricate Facebook campaign where you're targeting specific people who are more likely to book your service, and you're also given a very easy to use booking system. For example, the Messenger app will have prompts of what you want them to say, such as get a quote, claim 20% off, or they can automatically ask for your availability. Now for the third tip, pre-sell your service. I never step into the ring without a plan to win. In business, you don't launch and hope. My method pre-sells your services before you even have staff. This is an old school hustler mentality to ensure cash flow in your business at all times. When you're first starting, revenue is king. Then you can start focusing on your profits when you got that cash flow, recurring clients, new client acquisition, all coming through the door. So yeah, this video was just to show you a bit about me and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm here to make a dent in the industry and show young people that a cleaning business is very feasible to launch. In fact, any service-based business is easy to launch. I'm not even saying work with me. Although it will accelerate your journey, you don't need me. You need to convince yourself that you can do it, and then you need to convince yourself you're going to do whatever you can do to make it work. I've packaged my whole system into a done-for-you program. I promise to launch your business and guarantee at least 3 client inquiries within 2 months. And client inquiries is important because at that point, you're attracting customers. That's what I build for, so your company can attract rather than you chase. This is for the person who wants to skip the trial and error stage. They don't want to depart from half their life. They don't want to quit their full-time job. They want to have enough time to spend with their kids, all while the business is launching for them in the background, ready for them to jump on and start trading. I build the vehicle, you start driving it. Simple as that. I only take on 5 businesses each build cycle because I'm involved in your launch, and obviously I can't stretch myself. It's going to affect the quality of the business itself. If you're looking to jump onto any of my programs or even mentorship with me, click the link below to book a call and we can run through things. This isn't a fit for everybody. I'm only willing to work with action takers, because think of it like this. If I build your business for you and I can see it crash and burn as soon as I hand it off to you, that has been 2 months of wasted time for myself. I'm heavy on performance and I'm heavy on results. I've attached a link to a free scorecard assessment in my description. Fill it out. It takes 60 seconds. It helps you map out your next step in your business journey.